Telangana that we're actually going to have to switch tracks to very quickly. Telangana BJP President Bandi Sanjay has been released. He's been taken to the BJP office as we speak. This is the state BJP president. He was taken into preventive custody after he sat on a dharna with other BJP cadre accusing the TRS of violating the MCC. Remember, today is a significant day in Telangana. It's the day for the Munugode Bypolls. The Bypolls, remember, are set to be an incredibly important contest for all three parties that are competing. There's obviously the TRS, the BJP and the Congress. We'll bring you more details about the Bypolls in a second. But to return to this story itself, my colleague Swastika with details. Swastika, over to you.
Well, yes, high-scale drama in the last couple of hours. In fact, since 2 a.m. Bandi Sanjay, BJP Telangana president, was briefly taken into preventive custody and now has been released. He is being taken to the BJP's headquarters in Nampally in Hyderabad itself. But to give you a quick recap, Bandi Sanjay was taken into preventive custody because he, along with a series of BJP cadres, was staging dharna right near the Ramoji Film City here against the TRS, and have also staged protest against the Chief Election Commission, accusing him of sabotaging the BJP's prospects. In the sense, he said that there are a lot of TRS leaders and their cadres who were stationed in Munugode in complete violation of the EC's order. Remember, Model Code of Conduct says in the last 48 hours, you cannot have any outsider in the constituency where bypolls or any election is slated to take place. Bandi Sanjay says that TRS cadres were stationed there, and in that context, he was staging a dharna. The police version is that Bandi Sanjay himself was on his way to Munugode, and to avoid any kind of untoward incident ahead of the polling, they took him under preventive custody. But the latest update is that he's being taken to Hyderabad as we speak, to the BJP office specifically, Toya.
Okay, Swastika, if I could very quickly ask you to bring us more context here. We were telling our audiences the elections today are set to be a high-stakes battle for the TRS in particular, but also obviously for the BJP, the Congress, which is trying to not be relegated to that third position. Could you bring us more context?
Absolutely. Munugode is being touted as a semi-final match between all the parties because this is set to be the last election ahead of the big state elections next year. It's also shaping out to be the most costliest election. In fact, Chief Election Commissioner here of Telangana, he said that seizures to the tune of 8.2 crores have been made, including cash, gold, 5,000 litres of liquor has been seized. That's just in Munugode area that we are talking about. Even outside Munugode's limits in Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, all of these upscale areas in Hyderabad specifically, there have been a lot of seizures. So if you're talking about the money that we are looking at, it runs into more than 10 crores easily, according to the various seizures that have been made. Not just that, politically, for the TRS, a win in Munugode will consolidate Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's national ambitions. He's just floated the Bharat Rashtra Samiti and he's going to go all out with it. For it, Munugode is very important, and not just that, the party is so serious that it had deployed about 87 of their top leaders, including K.T. Ramarao, Harish Rao, to campaign in each and every mandal. There are 7 mandals, 2 municipalities, and the TRS went all out. Talking about the BJP, if it manages to win Munugode with Rajgopal Reddy, then it will be the third successive win for them after Dubaka, Huzurabad. And let's not forget, they had an impressive performance in the GHMC elections as well. Now, for the Congress, of course, which is facing a lot of backlash, and even as we speak, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra is still underway in Telangana. If the party manages to win Munugode, it will silence the critics who have written them off in a way, and it will be a first big win under the under the party's new president, who's Revanth Reddy. So stakes are pretty high, Toya, and that's the reason why, if you look at the seizures, if you look at the way the high voltage campaign took place, even just few hours before the polling, in fact, the way Bandi Sanjay staged dharna, the TRS on the other hand, there was political violence. This is certainly a big, semi-final match, as I keep telling, ahead of the big elections next year.
Swastika, could we also zoom in a little on the candidates for today's elections? You just touched on their names, but Some of the candidates have a particularly interesting political history. Could you bring us more context?
Yes, the candidate from the BJP side is, of course, Komati Reddy Rajgopal Reddy. He's somebody who left the Congress, and that is why the elections are taking place. He left the Congress because he was not happy with the leadership. He is a strong candidate from Munugode. In fact, we did carry out a lot of ground reports from Munugode, where Rajgopal Reddy seems to have a lot of goodwill. We did speak to a lot of people who said that him shifting to another party is something that they see as a matter of Atma Gaurav, something that is about his self-respect. So in that sense, he does have a lot of youth population rallying for him. The Congress's candidate is, of course, Pri Shravanti, who has been leading her campaign trail there with the support of the party's strong leader, President Revant Reddy. Revant Reddy has a lot of youth population, and in fact he himself campaigning for Shravanti, who's also done a lot of groundwork, is what people in Munugode have told us. From the TRS side, it's of course Prabhakar Reddy is a veteran politician in that sense. He's been in that area working from a long time. So if you look at all the three leaders, interestingly, when I spoke to a lot of people in Munugode, they see this more as a battle between KCR versus Rajgopal Reddy versus Revant Reddy, and that is because all the three of them are stalwarts in their own right. KCR, of course, battling a lot of anti-incumbency, as people say, as analysts say. Revant Reddy himself is trying to look at a win after taking charge as the Congress president here, and Rajgopal Reddy, his identity more so as an individual leader who has done a lot of groundwork, as people say, his supporters say, in Munugode. So that's going to be an interesting contest that we're looking at.
Swastika, thank you so much for all of that context. Stay with us. For our audiences, we took you straight to the Munugode Bypolls.